I'm Pat.
Oh, I'm Jeffrey. Hold on
For a second. Yeah.
I'm mostly over it, but you just really just got into it, man. It sucks.
Yes. Oh, we were just talking about chemotherapy and how it does seem to like prevent colds. So yeah.
I just get that preemptively. Yeah.
See, when my wife, when she had COVID, she didn't have it near as bad as I did, or my daughter. My daughter had it bad. Like, but it's different in kids because I think she was what, maybe like 10 when she got that,
Right.
9 or 10. So it manifests itself as horrific diarrhea.
So, all right, this is the weird thing. All right, so I know enough about the mechanics of the body to say, like, all right, so what tends to cause certain, I don't want to say disorders, but certain mechanisms, protective mechanisms, that kind of thing. So it's like, so what causes a fever, Patrick? Well, your body is trying to cook out.
Right, yeah.
Right. Yeah. What causes diarrhea? Well,
your gut biome's fucked up.
Gut bile, well, I mean, that's the thing. And there's many things that can fuck it up.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be bacteria in there. It could be
Correct.
bile, it could be a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
It could be any one of the other humors.
You're correct. And it's so weird that we had an illness that impacted, because I didn't have a cough at all.
I had horrible cough. I was like coughing my guts out, dude. So
yeah, I didn't get that at all.
Yeah. And William had shut his brain down.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I don't know. I had all the other. Symptoms. I had the.
That's what happens when you check all the boxes on pandemic, man. So it just hits people differently.
Yeah, you know what? But it's not coming back though. It's not. We're done with that. We're not going to, like, I don't think we'll do that masking shit ever again.
Is that your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Did you not see the messages?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I did not see the messages.
Are you not using the gram?
I was using the gram. Sorry, we were interrupted here by presence.
I showed up late.
Oh, just barely. We just
started.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I've got the bump notification turned off.
Oh.
So, yeah. Like, I figure, like, my phone is... I'll check it the next time I check it. And if it rings while I happen to check it, then that's okay.
Well, that's why you and I text each other, like, every other day.
Well, that's the idea. Yeah. This isn't, where are you, fucker? It's like, I left a sticky on the fridge for Jeff. So
it doesn't matter the message either. It's like, you have a 7/16 socket, 24 hours passes. Yes.
Can I borrow that?
24 hours. And then I said,
right, yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess we're kind of the odd ones out when it comes to text expediency.
I'm pretty quick.
Did you send one earlier? You sent a group one earlier. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, we are a group.
Well, yeah, I don't always use that one, though. I guess they both show up on the same feed.
They should.
They do.
Well, we also have ours, so it's just...
Well, yeah, because sometimes you're not here. I don't
Right.
want to be bothering you at 8 o'clock at night. So.
Oh, no. You sleep it then.
Huh?
No, I'm not asleep at
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, how'd things go with the return dog?
Oh, they're good. I had 2 of them, yeah.
What's the return dog?
I watch dogs for people
Oh.
at my house, and so they couldn't get there until 8, so.
Oh, I got it.
This is the same dog as before?
No, these are different.
And you still have Winnie, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all get along.
I saw this video on TikTok the other day, or on, I think it was actually Telegram, where this guy was like using a fucking leaf blower on his husky. Have you seen that?
To get the hair out?
To get the undercoat out. It's apparently brilliant. So, yeah.
Really?
It just flies off like carpet. Yeah.
I don't think Winnie would sit there.
Oh, yeah, this dog was very well behaved.
What he would think that I'm attacking her from outer space or something.
They do a version of that when you go to the grooming place. They blow it out that same kind of way. Yeah.
Well, I might have to look, but
Not with a leaf blower.
I don't think
This was
Winnie-
definitely
Right.
like,
Well, I have a leaf
it said
blower.
cobalt on the side.
Do they blow in the opposite direction?
I'll have to find it.
I'll look. I'll
Yeah.
look.
So,
I don't think Winnie will let me do that in a million years.
Well, some dogs just love that wind. They cannot get enough of it. It's the same head out the window, 60 miles an hour, just flapping their gums around. They just absolutely love it. So, and some dogs like this one,
could care less.
oh, she hates it.
Oh, do you?
Well, she's obligated to act like she does. Same thing.
From like a
with-
blow dryer.
Yes.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yes. She does this form of I must register a protest. So
She's
same
just gonna look grumpy at you.
yeah, but the same thing is she comes to me when I break out the tools. So if I take out the brush, she comes to me and then fights with me.
Oh, okay.
That's the fun.
Right.
Got it.
When it's time to give her a bath and I get her in the bathtub, absolutely no problem. She's totally okay with it. But she has to roll over on her back like an armadillo and fight me to get her into the tub. Yeah. And she is good at shifting that weight around to make it difficult to scoop her up, which is very impressive. And she will do that bullshit at the vet's office too, where like a pouting child, if she doesn't want to go into a room, she'll flop over on her back and need to be dragged in like it's an asylum.
Gotcha.
But she loves the procedure when she's doing it. So I don't know. I have no idea. There's this weird defiant streak in this dog where
That's part of the excitement.
it's just part of her bizarre personality that she's always had. That same thing right there where she's like, I don't want you to stop, so she puts her hand on you. You know? But yeah, was the other dog okay? The one that got kind of grumpy at me?
Oh yeah, I think she must have ate something, or he must have ate something that wasn't good, because the next couple days he was back down. And
Oh, no kidding.
So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So now, all right. It seemed like a super nice dog. Yeah.
he's very cool. Actually, they've all been very cool. So I have not had one bad pup. So
I like that. Oh.
it's a pretty good side hustle. So what were you guys all talking about?
Chemotherapy.
Yeah.
It was depressing, so don't worry about it.
Was it?
I don't think it was depressing.
Why?
We were convinced. Well, I was explaining to Jeff that like my wife is fairly impervious to colds ever since she's had the chemotherapy. So,
So that's the new vaccine.
yeah, I do
vaccine.
not recommend that.
Well,
One good dose and you're good for
Kind of
life.
burns your insides out. Yeah.
well, get it when you need it. I mean,
Well, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't pray the cancer away.
if they if they
You can
say
try.
if they say it's the thing that you need to do, go ahead and do it.
Go ahead and
But,
get
I
her
mean,
done. Yeah.
But if they recommend it for something weird, probably see someone else.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. There's better ways to treat hair loss.
Well, this will get the rest of it.
Get all of it.
Tired of shaving.
You know what? I kind of am. It's
Saw a commercial for a thing where it's like it's got a crazy jingle if I ever see it again, but it's like a quick shave thing and it's just like shh.
Yeah. You use it in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little palm thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're cool. So.
I have one of those.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
And it's still not.
It's well, no hand shaver will get your hair.
Clean.
It won't get it clean the same way that
No,
that
it
your
won't.
that
Yeah.
your.
I
That's a
don't
big
even
one.
pick mine anymore. Whenever I shave it, I just use the number one clipper. So.
Oh no, that's fine too. Yeah. But if you're gonna go down to the skin,
I don't like that as much as I used to. So, like, it just, I mean, maybe if I did it every day, like I did like a while ago, but then
Seems
it's
a
like
lot of
2
work.
nights where I get like headaches because like my head's like a heat exchanger, so it needs a little fuzz on it, man.
I do have a present for you in the car, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have a present for you too. This may
That's-
be the first time I ever returned somebody's Tupperware.
You've returned mine plenty.
I feel like I haven't. I
No,
feel like
you always get it back.
What'd you get leftovers of?
he didn't. He did not
I did the
approve his
Christmas
lasagna.
Lasagna.
Oh,
It was
no.
I
great.
think it's fine, but I think I could do a little better.
What'd you put in it?
Raisins.
What?
Skittles.
Nerds.
That's how we fuck up every dish with Skittles.
I just thought I could put more
Cheeto bits.
sugar in, counteract the tomato flavor.
Sugar? You can do that.
I thought it was a little strong, but that was also the first time I've ever used crushed tomato.
So what I do with mine is I'll use like half a can of crushed tomatoes, or I get a small can, and then cut it with beef broth, and then cook the whole thing in that.
Ooh,
It's nice.
well, I
So,
like
yeah.
beef.
Mhm.
Huh. Okay.
And so it comes out. It looks a little brown, which is kind of nice. It's not all
Interesting.
like bright orange.
And I'm not a huge fan of ricotta,
Oh really?
so it's suggested to use.
Not cottage cheese.
It did,
Ah.
and I couldn't taste the cottage cheese.
Okay.
Because I only used like a third of what it suggested.
Okay.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna go with straight mozzarella, and I'm just gonna.
Moz works. The only thing about it is that it like
Your consistency is going to get fucked. It is-
yeah,
it
you
is
should
not.
use provolone on the top. If you're gonna do that, it melts better. But then, like Moz in particular, like if you do that in the layers, they'll all separate because it basically puts a rubber sheet. Mozzarella is the most useless cheese on anything except for pizza. Fresh mozzarella is really good. Well, it's useless cheese. The only other useless cheese in my category in my book is actually I don't have much use for provolone. So
Well, see, that's the thing. I was going to
just
to-
like 2 sandwiches that need it, and that's about it.
Well, provolone's barely a cheese on its own. It's a
Right.
cheese that you melt with something else to like.
Correct.
So you melt provolone with cheddar, so
Make
that
whiz basically.
to make
Yeah.
well,
Kind of
What? I don't even know what.
so
was-
if
cheese
you
whiz.
melt cheddar on its own, it turns and it becomes that peanut butter shit. It becomes like cheese chunks and oil, right?
Boogers and oil.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. So what you do is you any cheese that's funny, you put provolone with it because it's such a mild, nothing flavor.
You can also use Jack. Jack melts pretty good.
It does, but again, Jack's
It
just
does
a
get greasy.
useless flavor. It's
Yeah, I mean you can use Jack for like fucking queso dip. Otherwise, you're using pepper jack. So yeah.
yeah. And it doesn't matter what kind of like Jack cheese it is, Monterey Jack or whatever. It's all
It tastes
boring.
like milk.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all boring.
It
And I'm
melts
not-
okay though.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. You want the flavor, whatever good cheese that you're going to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can do that with mozzarella so that it's not as stringy.
Well, yeah, stringy or if we got too heavy of a layer of it, it does turn into that sheet.
Yep. If it gets cold, yeah, it becomes.
Oh yeah,
it's,
you might as well pull it out.
Yeah.
yeah,
This shit was fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna be making it tomorrow, so I can bring you a slice on Wednesday then.
Okay. I'm not gonna fight you on that.
Do you boil the noodles first?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you not supposed to?
No, that's a good way to do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You boil them about half. Like you don't have to boil them so they're soft.
Oh.
So yeah, you just boil them about halfway so they're like floppy,
Oh.
and then you put them in. That way, like it's not impossible to put the fucking cottage cheese on it without it smearing all over the place.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you have a game there, so
Yeah, that's 2-14 and 2 teams playing for number 1 seed
For what?
for football.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah,
Who was? Yeah, it was. Oh no,
Minnesota and Detroit.
that's right. It's Minnesota. I was watching Seattle earlier, so
Yeah, but that game didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter. So, but the Bronco game didn't matter either, man. So,
But the Broncos are in the playoffs.
I guess, but so they are. In the,
that's cool.
no, it's cool. They are in the playoffs, man. They just totally played some JV team today.
It was 100%
It was
JV,
100% JV team.
and they made it look like they were
Yeah.
fighting a JV team.
I turned that on and said, "Well, these 9 guys aren't playing." I'm like,
Well,
okay. Then come back like 40 minutes later. It's like, it's 33-0. Huh? Nice.
What was the score?
38-0.
Denver?
Yeah, they crushed them.
They did what you're
In fact,
supposed
Denver
to do.
pulled their starters after a while.
So you're a little bit sick too, aren't you?
It's just a throat thing.
We all got that
So,
fucking
yeah.
bug, man.
Like, I don't feel bad. There's nothing that.
I'm tired.
No, yeah.
I had I had a throat thing and I was tired.
My kids had it, so
Okay.
and it took forever for it to get to me. Like they had it when I first got them, and then I didn't get this until like the last day they were there. I was like, "That's weird."
You had to lick enough doorknobs. Huh?
Yeah, I really tried.
Yeah.
I said, "Guys, don't clean anything."
Yeah.
So it doesn't do anything. It's just a little sniffle and throat thing. Yeah.
No, it's just a reminder that you're not at 100%. It's annoying.
It's
That's what
annoying,
really
but
is.
It is annoying.
like
Yeah.
I could go work out. I could go do whatever. It's fine.
No, I did. It's just as I get older, things that give you a reason not to do something. So it's a pervasive thought. It's like you're looking at it. It's like, yeah, of course I can lift. It's like, but I'm sick.
I would use that for work. Although it's harder when you're at home because then you can
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
like,
it is harder. Yeah, there's no such thing as sick days when you're,
but you can tell them you're sick and do less work, and they're cool with it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay. So when I was teaching online, and I had COVID, I did have to call off a couple of days because I could not stay awake.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I could totally.
I was so fucking not
I had
you.
COVID during the summer, so I don't think I was actually teaching when I had it.
When
Yeah.
did you get it?
I got it during the summer. I got it on that cruise. So
Oh,
I got Florida
yeah,
COVID.
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I got a special strain of Carnival Cruise Line.
My COVID doesn't count, so
No, mine didn't hard reset my brain.
yeah. Although I did have the regular COVID before I went into that.
Oh, you
And I
did?
was tired. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I was just about 100% better, and then it just. So yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Hey, dude, I didn't catch it until I took the first, dose.
You got
I have my
primed
shot
for it?
first? Oh yeah, I had my shot way before I had COVID.
Yeah,
like a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got the shot like just a little bit before I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a year before I actually got it. Yeah.
Well, then it should have worn off by then.
Well, yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if I got a booster or not. I think
You
they,
did.
I think they made me get a booster. Yeah.
Oh, the school?
Yeah, the school did.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty strict about that for
No, my school wasn't that bad.
Really?
Yeah. Like they did a clinic on site. And then I did get a booster because I had to go up to the Walmart up there to get it. So come to think of it, they had a bus in the middle of the parking lot. So
Did they have different rules for employees versus students?
no, they were all the same.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were all the same at first, and then I can't remember how it panned out. But like my school was one of the first to actually drop the requirement. I don't remember why.
Because you're in Colorado.
Maybe.
If you're in California, you've been taking shots until
Probably still taking
yesterday.
shots.
Those guys are still like anytime something comes up, those dudes are just looking for another reason to close down and put masks back.
Shut her down.
Yeah, they had like one case of like the
Bird
bird
flu.
flu, and they're freaking out.
I saw that on Twitter.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. I think there's still a crowd over there in California that thinks that the next pandemic will be the thing that kicks off permanent universal basic income.
Right, and causes all Republicans to flee to the hills of Arkansas.
Correct. Yeah.
Which, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So, yeah, I don't get it, man.
Look, I can.
I don't get it.
All right. So
You were our first official podcast of 2025. No, that was the other day, right? We did that on New Year's Day.
Oh, you guys did?
yeah,
We did do it.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yeah.
Dude, I could give a shit. Like New Year, the only thing that's different about New Year's or anything like that, I think McDonald's isn't open. I don't know. It's
No, they're open.
On New Year's?
New Year's like almost.
They're not
every-
open on Christmas. I know
Yeah.
that.
not on Christmas.
New Year's they're open.
Mickey D's?
Oh yeah.
Some shit is not. No,
There's
New
a lot of
Year's
shit that's
Eve.
closed.
Yeah.
You could even go to like main restaurants on New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's on
I mean,
restaurants.
they might
is
close
usually pretty
early
big.
at New Year's Eve. Well, I don't
Well,
know.
No, it's the other way around.
Because like
So
bars and
they'll
stuff, they
close
want
early.
you. Yeah, they want you there on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But New Year's Day, there's a lot of places that do take off.
Yeah, or they open
Oh.
late. Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
So
The thing where everybody gets like a half shift off.
But
exactly.
food?
Yeah.
No, they're open.
Fast food,
Yeah.
if we can even.
No
call it
way.
that
Not on Christmas for sure.
Nope, not
No,
on
not
Christmas.
Christmas.
New Year's they don't care.
Yeah, I think Mickey D's. It's like it's. They might be closed on.
They're definitely not closed on New Year's.
You know. Okay.
You can get almost any.
I know they're closed on Christmas.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
We were
And
driving.
thanks.
We were driving home.
Some are open on Thanksgiving.
We were driving home. Yeah, we were driving home on Christmas night from my in-laws, and we were counting the restaurants that were open. And Mickey D's was definitely closed. Waffle House was open.
Oh,
So
Waffle House is
always
open.
open.
That's-
And
that's-
the other one that was actually open was the Taco Bell was open. So
Yeah, I don't think Taco Bell believes in anything.
that Feliz Navidad special. Yeah.
I think they are
Bring money.
a completely nihilistic, entity when it comes to that.
and then your Chinese places.
Chinese places and Hebrew places will be open on.
They were
Christmas.
not open on Christmas.
Part of Jerusalem.
It was not open.
I've been there on Christmas.
I thought for sure it was going to be open. If they were open that day, they were closed by the time we drove home at about like 7:00 at night.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they were not. I thought.
I was saying, I've been there on Christmas.
Yeah,
so-
no, I was telling my wife and my daughter, I was like, I know one place is going to be open. It's going to be a Jewish cafe. So we drive right by it, and nope, she closed.
Wow.
Are they still open just in general?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's a legit question. You know, so,
like I like that food. But it's not good food. Well, all right. It's not though it's bad food. It is just.
I don't think that place is actually owned by the tribe, though. So I saw a story on that a while ago.
Really?
Yeah, so
I think it used to be.
yeah, I don't think it is anymore.
That might explain why it's not open on Christmas anymore.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of Greek stuff there. Yeah.
That's all it is. Well, I mean, it was basically like plainer,
Right. Yeah.
Mediterranean foods. Yeah, it's
Right.
I honestly wouldn't even know what Jewish food is,
Uh,
other than they say it's kosher.
yeah. You don't eat Greek food.
No.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know how to describe it.
well, there's so yeah, it's in that Mediterranean circle right there. So, any of the things that you get there's a lot of times like rice that you'll get
Yeah.
with it,
Rice,
that-
beans. So lentils. of
Yep.
You're
various
going
flavors.
to a place to get rice, beans, and lentils.
It's not bad.
They do
I mean,
lamb,
it's
too,
yeah,
so, yeah.
a lot of lamb. No seafood.
Yeah. No seafood.
No seafood.
No seafood.
No cow.
That cow's fine.
Yeah, cow's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No
it's not an
pig.
Indian restaurant. No pig.
Okay.
Yeah. No pig.
Yeah. Although that being said, I mean, there are Jewish people that eat bacon all day long. Like this is like there's no fucking around with it. There are plenty of dudes that eat fucking jumbo shrimp too. They don't care. It's like when you come down to it, the whole scheme behind this was during that time, yes, it was bad to eat these things because they were killing people.
What?
Shellfish.
Oh,
and,
The
swine.
mutant pigs,
Swine.
Swine. Yeah.
wild
Okay.
boars, stabbing people.
Right, yeah. It's just feasting off the corpses.
And of
Scattering the
course,
children.
yeah, and they have to be prepared in a certain way. The kosher way is disgusting.
I don't
tell
want to,
you the
yeah.
truth.
I'm okay. I'm good.
There's a
just
reason why you
know
need
they
2
say-
kitchens. So, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Dude, it's just something in that part of the world, man. You know, the preparation of food is a BFD. So,
Mm.
yeah.
I mean, these are still again. This is where you have your mix of Jews. Whereupon there are a crowd in there where still every New Year's, what they'll do is they'll give their sins to the chicken and then kill the chicken. You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
No, I know you're not.
Okay.
And unfortunately for Israel, these are the guys who have kids.
That is correct. That is correct.
Alrighty then.
Now, what I did find out, and I think this is fascinating, is so. Oh,
What did you find out?
what I found out is so. I thought this was basically like a person-to-person thing within the tribe. It's usury is completely disallowed within the Jewish community.
What is the definition of usury?
I believe it's any interest.
No, I thought there was a number on it.
There's a legal definition of usury.
No. I mean, in the Bible itself, I think there's a limit on it.
To them, it's 0%.
Oh. I was listening to Ramsey like a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about this, and there was actually a limit. I can't remember what it was.
There is something to that.
There's actually a section there where it talks about tithing and how usury and tithing, one cannot outweigh the other or something like that.
And that, what I can't tell you right offhand is I cannot tell you if that is in the Talmud or not. I can't tell you.
Oh, I don't know.
If that's actually part of the, because I mean, here's the thing: is the actual that the Old Testament is basically the Jewish Bible for the most part.
Yeah, I
right?
know. Yeah.
But the rest of it is like commentaries by rabbis, ever since then.
Right.
So none of that is necessarily.
That's not the word of God.
No.
Right.
So there are some parts that may come from there where it's like, all right, so even though the book says no usury, so there's no juice, right? There's no vig on what you're lending,
Yeah.
right? There may be parts where in there the rabbinical, parts have said like it's okay to do this, but what is clear is within that system, it is okay to charge that to goyim,
Yeah, exactly.
but supposedly within the tribe, you are not supposed to charge any interest.
Yeah.
And so institutions, if you can prove if it's a Jewish bank
Uh-huh.
and you can prove your Jewishness, they will give you interest-free loans.
Do they have to?
I don't know if they have to.
It might be like one of those things is like, oh, Brother Goldstein, sorry, this bank's not for you. We serve goyim only.
Right. Well, I don't know if you're allowed to turn down, other people. But I mean, that being said, it's like when I was reading about this, and this is something that I just saw this week. I'm like, this can't be for real. But then when I was looking into it, it's like, yeah, this is very much for real.
Is it just within certain communities though? Is it
So-
like Hasidic banks or something?
So here's the thing: is it's not as though. So all right. So in this case, William and I have a last name that basically, if you chase it back far enough, you're going to find Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't just go in there and say like, well, duh, I'm Jewish. Look at my last name, right? What you have to
Give
do.
me 2 points off my mortgage, fucker.
Right, I'll take that mortgage at zero.
Zero, yeah.
Right. So I guess what you have to do in these places are you have to have your family documentation.
Okay.
Right. And I believe in these places it's because I believe it's on the mother's
You have
side.
to like unroll that thing.
Yeah, the one that's written in like fucking dragon blood or whatever shit. Yeah. And then and I believe it's on the mother's side.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it is a matriarchal society.
Well,
Or lineage is. We'll put it
the
that
lineage,
way.
yeah.
The
It's
lineage
not.
is.
It's not even father Jewish. It's if your mother's Jewish.
Right.
And so, if you do that, and they can like, they have to do like some form of like vouching, sort of for like your credit to be like, they can be like, no, I can't loan you money. It's like, no, this is like the fourth business that you've shuttered this year.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to open another roller derby slash fucking parking lot barbecue slash flea market for cousin Chaim.
Get laser tag in there somewhere. That's
We got to get the laser
that's
tag.
just
Yeah,
business
yeah.
that we know that they're
So
gonna
we're gonna
yes.
do golf frisbee. So
Pickleball.
we're gonna do pickleball. There we go,
There's a pickleball place in the mall now.
dude. Pickleball is this thing that
I
is
haven't
just
even watched the game yet. So
What is pickleball?
It is. It's
The-
table tennis on an actual tennis court, basically.
It's like sweeping. It's already swept the nation. Like New York has it in like Central Park. Like there's pickleball courts.
It's like the one export from Minnesota that actually hit.
That's how people get exercise now.
When
Wait,
they're
how is
old.
it? How is it table tennis with a tennis court?
You play it on a tennis court with a paddle. So yeah,
That
think
seems
they're
way
smaller
harder than
courts.
tennis.
I don't know.
I think they're smaller courts
Okay,
so that you can actually get around and do all that kind of stuff.
with a ping pong ball.
No, it's a bigger ball than a ping pong ball.
Like I said, I've never watched it.
All right, I'll have
all
to-
I know is
Okay,
it's massive. It's huge.
It's very popular amongst the 55 plus crowd.
Insanely
Alright.
crazy.
Alright.
Like when I went to the mall, it was packed. Like
You
could
actually
just,
went to the mall?
of course.
Which one?
It's Chapel Hills.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Was it
Like
just
Christmas time.
tumbleweeds and
No, actually, there's more restaurants in there. There's a few more places
still
in there.
Sbarro in there?
Please say yes.
Right. I don't know.
There
It's
is,
where
I know where it
got
is.
It's where I got your thing.
Well, cool. Well, thank you.
I can get it if you want. If you want to describe what it is on the show.
You can do
I
that.
can
Sure.
get it. Sure.
Well, thank you.
But I haven't been in the mall in ages.
I like the mall.
I took my mom to the mall like 2 months ago. I just went like 10 steps into the Dillards because that's where her slippers were. So
That's as far as you go.
that's as far as I got. Yeah. It's like storming Normandy and I get my feet wet.
Well,
It's like, no, I'm gonna stay in a boat.
this is again. This is for people like you and I at this point, and it's not to downplay. If you like the mall, you like the mall. But I'm telling you, at this point, I'm more than content to wait. It's okay. It's
Amazon is the mall, as far as I'm concerned.
right. If I can't wait a day for it to get here, I mean that's.
Jeff has a black box. This is a Christmas present?
Yeah.
Oh.
It says Hog, 20-ounce skinny tumbler.
The kids got one too, so.
Oh, okay.
Are these the ones that I saw?
Yeah.
In your... Oh, yeah, the ones that look like a can.
Yeah.
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 No, it's a
Drop you one.
Futurama. Okay, that's
Futurama.
yeah. These are cool. These look like an Arizona iced tea can, but they're
Right.
like, and they have this. It looks like a. I presume. Okay, something has to open here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Futurama.
I think it would work for coffee. You drink coffee, so.
Yeah, but you don't drive anywhere. Why do you need a travel mug?
Well, okay, so I do have. I can't argue with you. I'm like, well, that's not true. I do. I make 3 trips a week, guaranteed.
Okay.
One is all the way up on exit 153. That's where
The
the
dog shot groceries.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Oh, okay. I got where you're going.
Yeah.
yep. And so I also have to, if I'm going that way, I have to cross the Nevada divide. That's where the shot is.
Mm.
Groceries is just
Right
there.
there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right over there. Yeah.
That one doesn't
Hardly
need
a
a
trip.
coffee.
No, but that being said, I don't really. I do have I do have a special coffee cup, and that is specifically because it will keep that coffee hot for like 7 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it like? You plug it in?
No, dude, it's that like triple insulated thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's cool.
The cup
Yeah.
I got for the kids that William's not going to use, he told me to use it. The ice is still there like 24 hours later.
Yeah, that's the other thing that I
It's
have,
crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like, I shake and I was like, whoa.
Is there one you can actually put in your dishwasher though?
Oh yeah.
That can go in
Okay,
the
all right.
dishwasher.
Yeah.
Because I had one that did that, but it said on the bottom, not dishwasher safe. And I was like, fuck that.
This is
So,
useless to me.
yeah, what did I put it in the dishwasher? And it was right. This black tar started coming out. It had a little pinhole in it that I didn't realize was there. So,
Oh my.
yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't know, man. I mean, you got to have it, like, if you're going to cast, it was ceramic. And so if you're going to cast that some way, you have to have some way to get an air chamber in there.
Right.
In the wall. And so I didn't think
okay.
about that. And so I was just throwing it in the dishwasher for like 6 months. And every now and then it'd leak a little water out of the bottom. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then just wipe it off and not realize that it was that pinhole. And then what happened was it got full with like fucking black tar, like bacteria. And eventually, like, it started coming out because it was growing too fast. And so if it says not dishwasher safe, look for that little pinhole and trust it.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, the only other thing that I have that was like that is so if you use a mocha pot, which is basically like for single serve, like espresso, that kind of stuff. Those are also not meant for dishwashers.
Those are the ones that you put on the stove, right?
Yes.
I've seen those.
And they have this weird stuff on the outside that after you wash it, it feels like this like metallic gel is getting on your hands.
Okay.
So when they say don't dishwash,
Don't
it,
put-
that's like, because I
they
can't
mean-
tell you what it is.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you if it's poisonous. I can't tell you like
You get all toxins on all my other dishes.
that is exactly my concern. Yes. So
Why do my forks feel greasy?
that is why afterwards that went in the trash and I did the load again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did your hands start tingling?
Well, it felt warm.
That's never good. That's
Was,
never ever
was the
good.
cup warm? Or just when you touched it, suddenly your skin started heating up?
So there were welts. No, no. I'm not, dude. I'm not dying from radiation poisoning. I'm just saying that it was. And chances are, like, it'd be fine. Like,
Not dishwasher safe with skull and crossbones. Like, huh. All right, I'm gonna
Tell
believe
me
this
this,
one.
yeah.
this little like circular symbol with like
The thing that they had, like, what's this? Like, Twitter was ablaze with this, what, like 3 weeks ago, with the black plastic. Do you remember that?
the black plastic.
Black plastic, but you were supposed to throw out all your black plastic spatulas and spoons and stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there was a study that came out, and like the toxicity of them was horrifying, especially if you put them in the dishwasher. And then, like, fucking 2 weeks later, after everybody in New York stopped panicking, some guy, like, took a look at the math in the study and said, you guys are off by 2 orders of magnitude on how bad this is.
Okay.
And they still didn't retract the article.
All right, so I will say this. So
It's
about
interesting that I saw that on Twitter and you didn't. So 'cause that was everywhere. At least we're in my pocket of Twitter.
was it popular with frog people or no?
It was not popular with frog people, but it was very popular amongst like the New York Times liberal elite cloud,
people
who
you
are all
make
like,
fun
"Oh
of.
my god, I can't believe I have to get rid of my black plastic spatula." You know, so
Those people do not seem like they'd own those in the first place.
well, no. Then they were talking, "Well, I've always had silicone, so you know." So then, the study came out and somebody went and checked the math, and the guy, like, I mean, he overestimated the effect by like 1,000%.
I'm like, I've been using it for 30 years now, so
Dude, there are black chunks coming off of someone. That's fine.
I'm like, maybe you warn the next generation, but
I'm like, that's not even a microplastic. I'm gonna poop that one out and see it. So,
Oh, it's just regular plastic. Yeah,
it's regular
it's-
plastic.
Well, I do have to tell you, like 22 years ago,
Frog people.
like 22 years ago, like
one quick second.
sure.
What is with the frog things? It was 2 titles that had included frog. What-
I don't think we should get into this.
okay.
Do you want to explain it?
I don't.
or-
I can't explain
Like a
it.
one
Jeff. You
sentence
know way more than
synopsis?
I. You were there when it got bored.
I was so.
I only found out about it later.
So yeah, I mean, I was there when the dark magic was written, but I mean, it's taken on such a weird. Look, I was there before that frog became part of the frog people. I was there when it was part of that Boys Life comic, and people were making fun of it because the stupid frog said "feels good, man."
I remember that.
Of course you-
That was Boy's Life, wasn't that?
That was that stupid online comic,
Yeah,
and it was that panel of "feels good, man."
Yeah.
That it all came from because
You're
and it's a shitty thing. It's the stupidest drawing thing in the world. They draw the fucking the doorknob on like opposite doors. Just paying no attention to this kind of stuff.
William
The
doesn't
whole-
know what you're talking about.
I am so.
You've seen the
lost.
Pepe the Frog stuff.
No,
Okay, all right. He is.
I am.
He's
Totally
He's got virgin ears, man. We should not do this
lost.
to him.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe-
All right.
yeah, but-
Just,
I'm
you,
good.
you can just interpret frog people however you choose, and we will laugh at it.
Say my artwork that I did for it probably has no relation to what was talked about.
That's absolutely fine,
Because
man. In
I-
fact,
I'm-
it's endearing.
It's just like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave it at this. So if you go back to the olden times before any of this became part of that, it was just like it's a dumb strip by a gay guy, right? About teenage boys with subtle like gayness in it, okay, which is why people used to make fun of it. And this frog named Pepe, right, goes to the bathroom. He pulls down his pants to pee. One of the other dudes walks into the room because he doesn't know that Pepe's in the bathroom. He opens it and he says, "Whoops," and closes the door again. Later that day, Pepe's with another guy, and the other guy says, "Hey, Pepe, I heard you pull your pants down all the way when you go pee." Pepe says, "Feels good, man." Now, that
Like butter.
stupid... that stupid panel and "feels good, man," okay, goes, I mean, over a course of like 25 years.
It's a meme for like. Don't worry about it, man. It's just
Good.
it's-
Okay.
Well, again,
The
just,
frog people, if you're not on the Twitter, you don't have to cross paths with them, so
Yeah,
don't
they
worry
definitely
about
don't
it.
cross my world.
Yeah.
but just remember, like the whole thing, like it all comes from that one panel of saying "feels good, man." So, like, flip that around for a second and say, how can I use this in some kind of like shorthand for a meme, right? So if I'm going to turn around and say like, if I'm going to use the frog in this thing and I'm just going to alter it a little bit, I'm going to change that to "feels bad, man," right? Right? I'm going to put out some kind of like political statement, and then I'm going to put that frog, and the frog says "feels bad, man," or it's going to say "feels good, man."
Right.
Then I'm going to take that frog and I'm going to put Donald Trump hair on it. Then I'm going to, I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And the guy that made this homosexual that made this homosexual teenage comic, which is always suspect, did not like the fact that the right had co-opted this frog in his work.
It's not even the right, man. That's a weird part of the right.
It
It
is.
totally is, dude.
But he hated it so much
Yeah.
that he killed that character and had a funeral for him in his stupid little gay book.
And now there are fucking bitcoins based on it.
That did not stop the frog
No.
from appearing.
No,
In fact,
can't ever put it back in the box.
no. In fact, that's the kind of thing that says, "Oh, well."
Well, I'm gonna do it twice as often.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
This really bothers you? Well, I'm doing it just because it bothers
He
you.
was infuriated.
I'm literally gonna say it. Feels good, man.
Exactly.
And have him look at the funeral.
Right.
All right.
But somehow in there, right? Somehow that stupid frog became an icon for parts of the far right. They love that thing. So occasionally when we talk about the frog people,
We're talking about guys who would try and sneak in Schustaffel bolts in their fucking Call of Duty tags.
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
They're the same people, Jeff. You know they are.
So and sometimes when you see,
Even if they're not actually Nazis.
no, but again, they're Nazi adjacent. They're
They're enough to try on Nazi underwear. Yeah, sure. You know.
sure. Well, it's not. Here's the thing: it's not necessarily like when you talk about Nazism, it's something that you have a reaction to, where you don't say like, "I don't care for it." No, it's something that you.
I tried it out once. That wasn't for me.
Right. It's something that you actively
Yeah,
dislike.
meetings were on Tuesdays. It just didn't work.
But it's not so when you're part of the adjacent thing, you're just kind of like, it's not my bag,
It's not
but you
my
do
bag.
you.
Yeah, you
right.
do you, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, but the theater's empty, and you chose to sit next to that guy, huh? Got it.
And again, that's where you have these kind of mixed crowds. This is where like the Twitter crowd gets a little bit dangerous, because there's a part of like, so why are you opposed to, like, when you bring that up, you say like, why are you opposed to illegal immigration? Well, some people will break down the math and they'll say like this, and this. And then you have the frog people that are like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, but also,
right. Yeah, IQ scores. See, I know these things, man. I've seen them out there, Jeff.
You know that chart?
I know that chart.
They say things like, despite being only 13% of the population, this group is responsible for 52% of all violent crime.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it just so happens that that's true. It's just a question about how you use it.
I have a good joke.
Please.
So, speaking of the illegal, immigrants, there's one that shows Trump saying, "I'm looking to get rid of the 11 million immigrants and 2 puppies."
All right.
It's like, why the 2 puppies? It's like, I told you don't care about those 11 million people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. I got a terrible 9/11 joke. I will save that.
What do you got?
I'm gonna have to remember it now.
I got
Oh no.
a Space Shuttle Challenger joke.
Oh, nice.
Okay, do you want to hear
Oh,
it?
that's kind of vintage.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
Okay. What did the teacher on the Space Shuttle Challenger say before she got
heard
aboard
this.
the shuttle?
Let it ride.
No, she said, "You guys feed the dog and the cat. I'll feed the fish."
Womp, womp, womp.
Gotcha.
That's okay. So who are the fastest readers in the history of humankind?
Oh.
9/11 victims. He did 92 stories before noon. There you go.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm glad we can laugh about it.
Because this is gonna take a real.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. If
I don't have.
if I go any
jokes.
further than this, I will lose my job. You know,
All right, so there's a black guy and an Indian.
Oh, God.
Don't even.
Don't.
No, I'm hitting the button right now.
You hear way more jokes that are on the bad level than I do.
Oh man, they're all over
It's,
the
it's,
internet.
it's,
man.
it's that
I don't
form doesn't really play anymore, though.
No, it really doesn't. Yeah. But even like even some of your mainstream stand-up comics are getting back into that stuff. They can get away with it. You know.
Yeah, it's well. What do you? This is one of the weird things that you see argued is there's a name within comedy that people try to claim for both sides, right? And it's because this is a guy that you met, and it's George Carlin. Yes.
Yeah.
And there's this thing where both sides of the political aisle try to claim what George Carlin would be like right now.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see people doing that for Bill Maher once he's dead too. So
Yeah, but at least he's open about where he always says he's like,
yeah, that's
look,
true.
and he's, I mean, granted he's arrogant about it as he is everything, but I kind of enjoy that sometimes. But he's just, his whole approach is like, I'm still a liberal when liberals were good things. Right?
Yeah, he does do that.
He's very much on the you kids these days have fucked up everything.
Yeah, no, he's very get off my lawnish. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
So-
Stop ruining the good name of
We'll have to see what Jon Stewart does. So I saw him a couple weeks ago. He wasn't actually that bad.
no,
So-
his routine has been like holding his head in his hands, like like playing people's clips and saying it's like, I think he played the one of Joy Reid. And,
Oh yeah.
and I think he stopped and he was like, ran a perfect campaign. You're telling me that nothing could have been improved.
Right, yeah.
There's not a thing that she could have done differently or better.
Right, except when.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
Right. But yeah, that
Your fault. Yeah. Man, it's been quiet. So
politically, well,
yeah, I mean, like all the crazies are out right now because of
Dude,
Tesla
it's,
Cybertrucks and Las
New
Vegas.
Orleans and
The
Oh,
New Orleans one, I don't even see anything. I see about a tenth on that compared to the other guy.
that's because the Tesla stuff is still unraveling.
I don't even know what's going on with it, man. So,
He's a local boy.
well, yeah, but I mean, kind of. He's also stationed in Germany, so I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
I don't know, man. It's just,
Yeah.
it's too weird to be like,
wait, did it not start on fire by accident?
no,
No.
he started it on fire.
He
Yeah.
loaded it with explosive.
Not explosive. He loaded it with fucking fireworks.
No, he loaded it with fireworks and accelerant.
Well, he loaded it with fireworks and propane tanks,
Yeah.
those little ones
Yeah.
that you use to do a.
Camping?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not Green Beret level like fucking.
No, that's what. Yeah. This one's completely weird. There's so much bizarre stuff to this that doesn't.
So I want to know what the guy's toxicology level was. So that's what I want to know.
I
mean,
literally only saw a headline that said Tesla truck caught on fire, people died.
yeah,
And I
no,
was like,
one guy died.
Oh, just one.
and he shot himself before.
Yeah.
He did,
It was easy.
yeah.
I thought
With the Desert Eagle that he bought on Monday, which it was like, what the fuck? Who is? It's like some monkey typing this story. It's just so stupid.
You wouldn't believe it. I mean, it's that's like bad script writing. That is. It's
Yeah, ChatGPT would do a much better.
correct. Yeah.
So no, I we got to get his toxicology level, man. Because I mean, nobody even said like, well, he was. How long was he in Vegas?
He had just gotten there.
Are you sure about that?
Well, because he drove from Colorado.
Yeah, but that was like
Oh, he's
4
from
days
Colorado.
before.
Colorado Springs.
It don't take 4 days to drive to Vegas.
But yes, it does.
Why?
Because he drove a Cybertruck. And so he had
Okay.
to stop at charging stations so many times that it delayed his trip.
How many times? I
Like
bet
13 times.
13 times.
Oh
Really?
my
Something
God.
like that. Yeah, it was.
No.
They showed his
Oh.
they showed his trajectory on it, because here's the thing is so
How did he go? Did he go 70?
Yeah, he went south.
Oh, that's
of
not
here.
70,
No,
though.
he didn't. Yeah, he ended up in a different Las Vegas in New Mexico. I
There
believe.
is a Las Vegas in New
Yep,
Mexico.
that's he went to.
Is he that stupid?
Pat? Well, no, here's it. Okay, so going back to the frog adjacent people with the theories.
God damn it, that's funny. I did not know he went to the wrong Las Vegas.
He went to the wrong Las. That was part of the theory. So one of the theories on
Can't make
this
this up, man.
was they passed around the theory. They said, okay, well, this is a self-driving car. Okay, they argued that the dude
Yeah.
had, well, not him, but basically that they'd thrown a dead body in there and told it to drive there and then explode.
I thought Musk came out and said that they don't let the rental companies do the self-driving thing.
Well, he said two things on this. He's like,
okay.
okay, so they can self-drive. He's like, but the vehicles will not actually self-drive if the person is not active.
Right.
So you can't just basically
Well,
throw
how
it.
would it have charged and stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Right.
Well, and this is where they're saying, like, the last leg.
We can Murray.
That's what they were saying was going on. And the dude, here's the thing, is
Dude, they got to make a movie.
the shit is so unbelievable. That's the thing. He had a detonation switch.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the thing, is so they were saying, like,
Well, he was a Green Beret. I mean, he knows how to do this shit.
but he did it with fireworks and fucking...
That's the part that makes no sense to me. So, other than the fact that he just... all right, so the New Orleans guy, I get it. All right, so you're an ISIS dude. All right, so we can paint by numbers now at this point in time.
Right.
Okay. This guy here, it's just... I've done some vets who kind of went off the deep end. I've never heard of anything like this, man.
Dude, so when it comes down to it, let's go back to the basically the great granddaddy of all this, Whitman, the one who climbed the bell tower
What? When?
in like the '60s. He's the one that
Shot people from the University of... Yeah.
yeah. That dude actually had like a brain tumor.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe.
And so, I mean, there is something to be said about, like, I don't know, right? I have no idea because, and if you go to his, they before they started pulling his social media pages, this dude is all over the place, right?
Yeah, I did see some weird stuff. I mean, because you kicked me his LinkedIn page, and that looked fine. So, I mean, it was like, okay.
He was on a TV show.
Well, and he's also transitioning out of the military.
Yeah.
So.
But he was on a show representing the armed forces.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was a Green Beret for 18 years. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which makes fireworks camp fuel, which I could think of. Well, if I stopped at the big RR on the way over to fucking Trump Tower, okay, what do we got? So I've got bug bomb and camp fuel. Here we go.
Absolutely. And again, the truck that he did it in, right?
Yeah.
And the way that he did it actually minimized the explosion.
Yeah, because it didn't have any gas in it. So
Well, it's not just that it didn't have gas in it; it's the way that it's constructed.
well, it's got a big ass battery underneath it too. So,
Underneath,
Yeah.
But the actual the case that it's in, okay, the explosion's not. Here's the thing: if you look at that truck, okay, it's blown up, but that thing didn't spread out anywhere. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you do that in a panel van, you get the same effect.
No,
So-
it would have shrapnelled like
No,
way
no,
more.
because
Yeah.
it's all incendiary. All it is fireworks and fuel. So it's not. There's no oomph behind that. It's like.
Look, you saw the explosion.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It was designed to make like one big flash, and then that's it. It's not designed to do any damage. I mean, he didn't have like if you're gonna put concussive force on something. Okay, there's a guy who did this right in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, a Green Beret knows how to make a fucking fertilizer bomb. Considering we almost did it in the goddamn driveway.
Well,
We tried.
to be fair to us, we saw it on TV.
Yeah.
So, but that's I see. I think that's the point. Is that he wanted to make a show. So I don't think he wanted to blow up the Trump Tower. Maybe that's why I got
Why
Cybertruck.
drive a Cybertruck to
I have
Trump
no
Tower?
fucking clue, dude. Did you read his manifesto? It's all over the place.
It's weird. It's
It looks like the scribblings of a guy who might have had a brain tumor.
That's-
So,
yeah.
but I gotta tell you, man, there's a couple guys that I know, and they've come in and out over the years, over there at the yacht club, who, man, they go down rabbit holes like this because, they see weird shit in like Iraq and stuff like that, and then, you just can't let it go.
How does that manifest 10 years after the fact?
Usually in alcoholism. So,
A lot of times, yeah.
well, that's how I've seen it.
Well, every now and then you get a fucking, John Rambo who throws his MC. Yeah.
Sometimes you get that, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're talking about a compounding thing because you remember like that all starts with like Brian Dennehy like driving him out of town.
Yeah, because he didn't like that kind of veteran.
That's correct.
Different wars, man.
Yeah. So I think we wouldn't do that now. I don't think like if you saw a guy just driving or just like walking on the road up to like Pueblo, I don't think the corrupt sheriff would come
Drive
find
him right through Pueblo. Yeah.
Correct. And
No.
say like Portland is that way.
Right, yeah, exactly. Trinidad is that way, buddy. Yeah. How far is it? 4.
And then they get in a fight in the woods and
he kills a deputy. Yeah.
but that's the thing is he told him not to push it and he kept pushing it.
Yeah, Brian Dennehy's not really the bad guy, though.
He's absolutely the bad guy.
He becomes the bad guy. I don't think he starts as the bad guy.
I think he starts as a dude that's well-meaning to the town that he's in. He actually, at the very beginning, he's kind of like, "Hey, John, how you doing?"
Yeah.
It's like, "How are the chickens?" He's like, "Chickens are great." And,
Right, yeah.
And I think he actually cared. And then there's that part where he drives them through town. Then Rambo comes walking back into town, and then he
Yeah.
won't let it go.
Yeah. No,
He said, "Why can't I get something to eat here?"
yeah. He did.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's not for you. So,
right.
yeah. Portland's out.
I guess that's it. Would that be? Yeah. So I don't know. So maybe that's what makes you take a Cybertruck too.
Bro, I don't know what makes you take a Cybertruck to the Trump Tower in Las Vegas, the right Las Vegas.
You have to go into the other
After you
one.
go to the other one, and fill the back of your truck with camp fuel and mortar shells. So, which are those even legal in Nevada?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it kind of would because, like, did he? I mean,
If you're going to blow yourself.
see, I want to know when he bought that shit. If he bought it like that morning, okay, something's up. He's got a screw loose then or something like. Or he went on a bender the night before, and who the fuck knows? I don't know.
That's a good question. So obviously, I know that they're not legal here. I know that they are legal in Wyoming.
Right.
What I don't know, are they legal in New
I don't
Mexico?
know.
I feel like they probably would be.
Probably.
Well, depending on how you go, I mean, you go through
obviously
at
went to
least
Mexico.
one giant fucking Indian reservation.
Oh,
You can
God,
get
yeah.
mortar shells
That's
too.
There's
It just doesn't make any sense.
it
It's
does
the most
not. This
crazy
is
thing.
yeah.
And like everybody trying to make sense out of it and tie it back to whatever their favorite pet, like, the Illuminati, the Aryans, whatever. So controlling people, they're out there somewhere, I don't know. And then just watching Twitter gyrate over that over the last 3 days has been kind of entertaining.
Well, it's so stupid because all right, this happens. This happens every time that there's something like this. Okay, because I've witnessed it so many times in the
Yeah,
past.
I
few
guess we
years.
have seen it a lot.
And I'm not talking about just like explosions. I'm talking about any time that there's like the New Orleans thing, right? As soon as the incident happens, there's people on guard looking for two things. Number one, they're looking to see how the article is written. Okay? So if a car drives through a crowd, right? If a truck or whatever drives through a crowd, okay, kills a whole bunch of people, but the headline of the article is truck kills 13 people, right? Generally speaking, you can tell that the perpetrator is a person of color. If the headline reads white person or something like that, because or they'll say like deranged lunatic. Okay, because
Might actually be true.
Right.
yeah, I'm not joking with you. There's a history of this.
No,
okay?
I understand that. I've seen it happen many times.
If you passive voice so that the truck is the guilty party, right? It is generally speaking, right? And that's what people are looking for. Because they're looking to see, like, when can I jump on this and when can I start making fun of people or saying that these people are the problem.
Now, they do that to Content Farm, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's look, and the same thing goes, like, every time there's a school shooting, right?
Yeah, you don't even hear about them anymore, man. So
Well, fortunately, and this is because we had another trans school shooting just a little bit ago, right?
right,
But
Trans school?
the
the
perpetrator
one,
was
yeah, but that was up
they
in
shot up that Christian school, yeah.
yeah, that was up in Minnesota. But then they had another one between then and now
Yes.
that turned out to just be a girl, which is rare.
Right.
So, and that
Right.
one just got memory hold within a weekend. So you don't really hear about them unless there's some kind of twist. So,
Yeah, and that's the thing is people are always looking out to see like, oh, this is one of your guys. Look, there are still people out there who think that the Trump assassin was a Trump guy.
What, the kid?
Both.
Oh, the second guy definitely wasn't. So
The kid too. They're still trying to say
have they
that.
really found anything about him? So dude, I tailgated the fuck out of that for like 3 months, and it went like, okay. I mean, his family's still alive, and they're facing lawsuits, so they shut the fuck up. So it's like, okay,
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
right? I know that just means they got a good lawyer. So, you know. So it doesn't explain anything about the actual thing.
Not in
Do,
the slightest.
do you think that's a fair law that, or should be a law that if your kid gets a hold of your gun, you're accountable?
Is he under 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I think that's a solid.
Yeah.
I think the circumstances have to play into it. So, like, say for okay, go back to who was the kid that he was like newspapering over his windows. This might have been the Connecticut one. The guy
Oh,
that
yeah.
that killed his mother.
Yeah, and then went to the school. This was Sandy Hook. Yeah.
Sandy Hook. Okay,
Yeah.
because she had kept that stuff like totally locked up.
Yeah.
He killed her,
Got
took
the-
the key.
Got the
Then
guns.
she's not accountable.
Well, she
for what
did.
she did.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is like if you have shit under lock and key, right? If your kid somehow manages to outdo like reasonable protection, right? That's I guess that's where that's where the argument
Could be a
part
mitigating
comes in. Yeah,
circumstance.
yeah.
You know, I don't know if that necessarily absolves you. So
I mean, if you the ones that are just like ridiculous are like there are stories of a guy that God, maybe you remember this one a while back. There was one where a guy came home, he put his handgun in a brown paper bag and put it in the freezer.
oh yeah, and the kid went and shot a teacher with it, right?
Yeah, and he told the kid, he said like, "Don't mess with this."
Yeah.
So the kid messed with it.
Right. He shot his teacher.
Like
So-
that feels so different from somebody that actually locks things up and
You should be accountable.
Yeah, you
100%.
guys should definitely be accountable. So it's like this is sure this is not a secure brown paper bag.
Now, if you've drawn a picture of a long one,
Yeah. Don't touch
Yeah.
in here. Yeah.
what part of I put it in the freezer did you not understand?
Yeah. It's supposed to stick to your hand.
So I mean, yeah, if you've taken reasonable like precautions, I feel like that's totally okay. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Yeah, but you just don't hear that much about them, unless, like you said, like there's a twist to
But
it.
I do think that in some ways it's probably best that we start like phasing out reporting on this because I
Well,
mean
we should. But see, that's so. Like, I threw a couple rocks at guys on Twitter this week because this is kind of my point with this thing too.
Okay.
It's like, well, if you're gonna memory hole every school shooting and everything like that that's going on, this is what it's gonna get. What you're gonna get is like just like sheer lunacy. You know, I'm going to try and sneak into a rally and take a shot at Donald Trump. I'm going to drive a Cybertruck into his building and set it on fire. You know?
Well, that was the philosophy on streakers for games.
Oh, yeah.
They just turned off.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
I don't know how much it stopped it, or if it still goes on all the time and they just cut out. I mean, usually when they cut it out, the announcer does go, "Oh, we had an idiot come on the field.
Sometimes.
We'll be back there in a minute."
Yeah.
Oh, I see what. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They did kind of stop that.
Oh, it's not. They're supposed to turn off the cameras or like not show.
I wonder how often it still happens.
I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be the question, you know? So, like,
Did it actually go
Did it
down
actually
a lot
work?
when
Yeah.
they realized you don't get
Well-
on TV anymore?
Okay, so here's the problem with that is one thing that you can't control in the stadium with these. So if you're going
that's
to,
true.
because I was thinking, I was like, but why have I seen it? And I know that Fox, you know, ABC, it's like, no, that's right, it's all like cell phone footage.
Right.
But I gotta tell you, it's nothing like that. I've never seen a distraction like that at any game that I've ever gone to.
No, I
It
haven't
doesn't
either.
happen that
I've
often.
That
seen a
doesn't
fist
sound
fight.
good.
So, that's about it.
In the stands.
Yeah.
I haven't even
been
seen
lucky
that.
enough
Where
to see that.
where'd they
That
get
was
the
at
fight?
Coors. So, yeah. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So,
I understand there used to be a brawl or two every now and then at Mile High back in like the 80s and stuff.
oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
I was at the tear gas CSU CU game.
yeah.
Well-
When they tried to make the stadium a dry stadium, yeah. That was a bad idea.
That was way back when. That was college years.
Yeah, I was in Boulder when that happened. I was not at the game. So we were up on Frat Row.
That
We
was,
saw
that was
all
the
the
first
police
Mile High
cars.
showdown
Yeah.
that they had at Mile High.
Oh wow. Okay. God damn, that takes me back. When
way
was that? Yeah, that must have been
98?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Bradley Van Pelt and
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
Oh wow. Did he ride a skateboard to the stadium?
he rode a surfboard and it didn't go anywhere.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
He did not seem like the sharpest tool in the shed.
I see it. Yeah,
Nice guy, but
you met him, didn't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Because he was at your school at the time. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
He was at a party we were at once and hit on one of our roommates. So
Did he get anywhere?
they hung out that night.
Oh, okay.
That's a maybe.
That's maybe,
That's maybe.
but yeah, not the sharpest tool.
He's a pretty decent football player. I mean,
I did fine.
yeah.
I got CSU as far up the ranking as anybody else ever
Yeah,
had.
no, I gotcha. No, he's kind of he's not quite like Johnny Utah from Point Break because he was Ohio State.
Yeah, that's a whole other level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a different
And he-
league. Yeah.
And that's the thing is he's an Ohio State quarterback, hurts his knee, then goes into undercover police.
That's not possible.
Oh, yeah.
Like that would. I'm trying to picture
Well-
like
He could go into undercover police.
Outside
As
of
long-
Ohio.
Well, no, as long as he's pretending to be that guy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
no, but he was not.
He was not.
Oh,
he
well,
was
then,
not.
no,
Different
that,
movie,
that,
yeah.
that
No.
totally doesn't work.
Because in real life it'd be like, dude, you're totally Tim Tebow.
And that would work if you're an undercover
Take it
cop
easy, man. Take it easy.
being Tim Tebow.
Right,
Like,
right.
you're like, yeah, I am. Because I bet Tebow would get invited to do everything.
But this is
Do Tebow, come on, do that.
right.
Only he's religious and he'd be like, no, I'm not going to.
Like I can't.
I can't.
I can't charge interest.
He is not one of them. Not even a little bit. No, because they could have done that. They could have gone like like Wake Forest or something like that. You know, something where it's not the Ohio State University. You're not talking about a team that is likely. He mentions playing in a bowl. That's a national goddamn game that everyone would have been
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
in like
yeah.
1992.
You have to play to that guy.
Yeah.
Back when the Bulls actually mattered, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Well, they had like 4.
Right, yeah.
Not 50.
One of them was called the Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Right.
Yes, there is, and a Pop-Tart bowl with an actual
Pop-Tart
working
bowl.
Pop-Tart.
Shut the fuck.
The
Really?
trophy,
I got set.
the
Yeah.
trophy actually cooks Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts. Yep.
Who played in that one?
Don't
No, no, man. It was on TV.
That was
though.
way a while back. I didn't even pay attention to CU's bowl game.
Oh yeah, they just played, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost to
Yeah.
BYU.
That's right. Yeah,
They
yeah.
lost badly to
Yeah.
BYU. So it's okay. Coach Prime will be back next year.
Does he like it out here? Has he said that he enjoys?
He's going to use it to go somewhere else, man. He's got 2 more years on his contract, so
I don't know if he's going to.
Maybe.
Otherwise, he would've- well,
depends
I
on where
guess
his
we'll
boys
see.
are, man. So
We'll see how this
Chatter's
offseason
going
goes.
into the league, so
Yeah, I don't know where. Well, all the teams that sucked decided to win a game and cost themselves the first pick,
they did. Yeah.
including your Patriots, who fired their coach for. I call this contract. They fired him today for conduct detrimental to the team
Mayo.
because he got a win. We're supposed to have the first pick.
He was supposed to get a loss.
He was supposed to lose the game, and he won. So they fired him right after the game. Like they didn't even let him do anything.
So this is the whole like Butch was supposed to throw the fight.
Right.
You're just supposed to be who you are.
But instead he killed him.
And so like fucking Jared Mayo was like driving down the street and he sees Robert Kraft.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's all I can guess is. I have no idea. They didn't even wait till Monday when it's called Black Monday when they fire all the coaches. They're like, no, we're going to be the first one to fire somebody.
Well, I disagreed. What do you want me to say? I disagreed with how everything went down from the very start. Okay, you don't part with the winningest coach of all time, right? You just don't. You let that
Wait till he dies?
so, or he retires, right? You let when a person gets you that many
He's not
championships.
the winningest coach of all time.
No, he's close.
Yeah.
He's close.
So you can fire him. You said only if he's the winningest coach of all time.
No, when you have that many championships, and when your team has had none, okay, this is why I'm of the opinion that like there was never any reason that Denver should have gotten rid of Shanahan, right?
Well, I agree with that.
When you are the guy that actually brings championships, multiple championships, your tenure is solid. You do not leave until you leave. You leave on your own terms. You are never fired.
Did he want to leave?
Yeah.
No,
No? Okay.
no.
But they were trying to take his power away.
Oh.
Because they're like, your decision making is not the greatest right anymore.
I get it. Like Ridley Scott hasn't made a good movie in 10 years. I get what
man.
happens.
The Gladiator movie is so bad.
Did you?
Yeah. It's
You
bad.
watched
It's
it?
bad.
You actually
I
watched
actually
it?
watched it. It is bad.
Oh, wait, that's like the first movie in.
I watched that and I actually watched the second Dune. So
What'd you think of that?
it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what you thought of the first one?
Yeah. it's okay. It's got neat visuals in it. So but Gladiator's bad.
I understand it's the same movie, but worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
There's like 2 Maximuses. And there's like
That's
2
my
emperors.
understanding,
And there's like 4 bad guys. You know?
Double the action should be.
It is so awful.
I think the best review I read was just like unnecessary, and I think that's all you have to say about something like that. But yeah, I understand that sometimes like Don Shula, like his brain was getting soft at the end too. But it is what it is. When you go ahead and set that in, you play till you're done.
He had multiple seasons of sucking, so.
Well, and the team doesn't belong to him. So it's not his.
I I
He's like,
disagree.
disagree.
No,
Yeah,
but
no, it's not his.
No,
he
like-
doesn't sign the checks. So
So I've made this. Okay, so if I buy a DVD, right? If I buy a DVD, and I wouldn't, but if I bought a DVD and I've had it for a week, and whatever it is, like William wants to, he's like, well, what is that? I'm like, it's NFL Super Duper Football Follies, right? If I loan it to William, okay, and he just hangs on to it, okay, and I never ask for it back, the time that he spent owning it far exceeds mine. It's his.
yeah,
But you could always ask for it back.
right.
But it would be yours. Can I borrow it from you?
No.
No,
No, that's
You would say, hey, give me that back.
no. It would be, can I borrow it from you? Because at that point,
I
ownership
don't
is
think this is quite the same because like your DVD doesn't generate income every year.
I know.
Quite
On a
equivalent.
massive scale.
I'm not going to let you ruin my analogy, Patrick. You're pointing out flaws, but I disagree. Like, so.
Well, I would still consider that DVD yours. So
I'd have to write it off eventually. Because part of it is like, if I wanted it back, I would have asked for it.
you ask for it back when you're going to watch it.
Or, I mean, again, or you would have returned it.
But nobody cares about DVDs. People care about a football team.
There's considerably more DVDs than there are football teams.
So I think there's way more.
These are not equivalents, John.
I think it's close enough. I mean, it's
So way more DVDs than.
you're not wrong. It's
See, that's it. Yeah, like, I mean, nothing lasts forever. So
Death and taxes.
death and taxes. Yeah. Belichick had a great run. Just cool. You don't need more. You're good.
yeah, but that's the thing. He shouldn't be doing college football. This is the
Nobody
problem.
wants to do college football.
Nobody wants him in the pros anymore. Yeah, maybe his girlfriend wants to hang out with college students.
Yeah. I would.
She can go to the parties
If
and
I was
stuff.
24, I would.
Yeah, that's like her crowd. And she'd be like the most popular one in the crowd. Like, that sounds straight
go to
up like
parties and sit here and watch you do crosswords.
You remember
Like,
those?
God, it always smells like pee in here. Can we get out?
It's just like you are the last person in the world that wears Brute.
Right, exactly. Still buy it in the plastic bottle too, don't you, dude? So you don't have to get it in the airport bathroom for
The can like this. No, what is that? What is that? What was that shitty aftershave? That green stuff. That
was Brute.
No, Brute was a cologne. The aftershave was. It wasn't Schick, was it? It was.
No, that was razor blades.
This was the crap that Jack Palance used to sell.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it. It's
can
it's
see
the
it.
shit that looked like mouthwash.
Yeah.
Skin bracer. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I was thinking just aqua
Yeah.
velva, but that's blue.
That's something.
Yeah, that's something different. Yeah.
yeah.
I never paid attention to it.
No.
This is.
This was never going to be a product
This
for
was
me.
a generation and a half before ours,
Yeah.
man.
I don't even shave anymore.
Look, I think my dad was the last guy that bought deodorant in a can.
Oh,
I don't think people.
my
use
dad
this
had
phrase
that. That
anymore.
was an Air Force thing, man.
I think
Yeah.
it must have been.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had it in college.
Right guard still.
That's
in
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Right guard. Yeah.
Well, it's there are certain like brands that I don't know if the Air Force had a contract or just like an unspoken rule, but like Right Guard and
Barbasol.
and Kiwi shoe polish.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't even use shoe polish in the Kiwi, so I wouldn't know how. I'd be like, "What is this? It's magic."
I haven't used shoe polish, so
Ever?
no.
Oh wow.
Why would I polish my shoes?
To look nice in nice situations.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, He's like me. You don't like polish a Reebok.
No. But you don't wear that to a wedding.
No, so I have the shoes. That's basically I have 2 sets of shoes. I got into a little. I don't want to say an argument, but it was a question about shoes and guys and shirts and stuff
Okay.
like this, right?
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I have like. Hang on.
Okay.
I have to qualify this.
All right.
Okay.
Because he's got more than he wants to admit.
Right, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Hold
those
on.
shoes.
Hold on. No. So I have about 6 pairs of shoes.
Okay,
This one
that's
doesn't
about what
count,
I have.
But this one doesn't count. But this one doesn't count.
No, I'll explain to you in a minute. Okay. So I got like 6 pairs of shoes. Okay. 2 of those are running shoes.
Okay.
Okay. They're actually the same pair. They're just different colors.
Okay.
Because one's for indoors, one's for outdoors.
Okay.
Okay. I have I have 2 pairs of dress shoes.
Okay.
One's black,
Yep.
the other's brown.
Nice.
Because that has to do with the belt and the pants that you're wearing.
Correct.
Right? And then I have 1 pair that's sort of like hiking athletic shoes.
Okay.
Sort of like in between.
All right.
Okay?
I think you're up to standard, man.
That's right
Yeah, I
about
think
where I am.
you're fine.
Now, I also have like 20 extra pairs
Oh.
from like the early 2000s.
Why aren't those in the garbage?
Because they're not destroyed enough to throw away.
But isn't this your philosophy? If you haven't used it in a year, then it goes.
Yes, William, you are absolutely right. You are 100% correct. But there's one person I know that wants them. That would be our mother.
Oh.
Because she doesn't buy shoes. She takes my shoes and crushes in the heel to make slippers.
Are you going to give
Oh my
these to her?
God. Dude, it's like way more work than Amazon. You get like ready-made slippers. I understand North Korea. I got it. I'm just saying, how long? Yeah, never mind.
You have to understand, the reason that I kept all those was because she would do that with my good shoes. She would take a pair of my normal shoes and just flatten the heel.
So are you planning on like putting a pair out when she's here?
Yes.
That's smart.
And I've done
decoy
it for
pair.
years. Okay, for years. Because remember, I lived with her for a long time, right? It's like, destroy these all you want. And I get to a point, because eventually, like, yeah, you're right. I should just look and like, man, I don't live with her anymore. I can just pitch all these. But I was
Well, you
saying,
don't need 20.
yeah, here's the
yeah.
thing. Those are not in the rotation. I don't wear any. Like, I have like Vans, okay? I don't think I don't wear Vans anymore. I mean, you're crazy, but
I'm wearing Vans.
Well, I mean, it's good on you.
those aren't Vans.
Those are totally Vans.
They don't have laces.
No, that's why I bought them.
Okay, you gotta understand, the ones that I'm talking about, they're closer to like combat boots.
No, I do not. Yeah, no.
Yeah, these were like okay. So I'm talking about something else. Those are slippers,
These are Vans.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
they're
just
slip-ons.
what do they call it? Loafers? Is that?
Loafers.
Okay.
Yeah, well, loafers are a little fancier, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? That's the only reason I have those. Okay, you're right. I should have pitched them a long time ago, but I was like, every guy should have like about 5 to 6 pairs of shoes. I think that's about normal.
Yeah, I got 6. I got 3 pairs of dress shoes.
Okay.
I got 2 black, 1 brown. So one of my blacks are actual Oxfords. So those are for like fancy shit. So those are the ones I polish. So
Because you need something for like interviews, weddings, and funerals.
my graduation in particular,
There you
I
go.
need them every
Yeah.
year. So and then my Vans, then my flip flops, then my running shoes. My boots, finally, my railroad boots, which I'd had for 20 years, finally ate it last year when I
How?
we were fishing with a water wizard.
Oh,
And
okay.
I ripped the sole off my boots.
Whoa!
That old. So
Wow.
I said, Vaya con Dios, los zapos.
Yeah, that's the truth. I also do have one pair of work boots. Those are the ones that I bought for Baker. The ones
Yeah.
that, not the calf ones, but the ones actually just for the heel.
See, that's what I need. I need a new
Yeah.
pair of boots before I go fishing in next year.
Oh.
Because when I go hiking, I like tall boots. So
I can't.
I don't like the ankle boots. So
I have gigantic calves.
Oh yeah.
I hate
is.
I hate the sensation of water coming up over the top of my shoes.
Can't you
So-
just wear a gaiter?
That's more gay. But yes, I could.
That's only if you're fly fishing.
Those are waders.
Waders.
Yeah, so I don't even own waders. So
I definitely don't own
I used to have a pair of gators, so they're fine.
Just well, yeah, you buy the thing that makes it so you don't need those.
Or you
I'll
just
figure
don't
out
go
who-
that deep in the water,
Or
you
you-
idiot. Find a better spot, God.
That's true. It's like that's too deep.
Right? Yeah.
better stop here.
Better stop here. Yeah.
What are you at? How many?
two, a lazy pair, and then my work stuff from Baker.
Okay.
So maybe 5
Six
total. 6.
Six.
Okay. See, that's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the pushback here? You're supposed to have like 50 pairs of shoes?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's a girl telling me.
Yeah.
She's not American either, is she? Of
course not.
Got
Well,
it.
Americans do the same too.
Not my wife.
Oh.
You know?
Well,
If they're shoe people, they
Oh yeah, you gotta have 10 different. Like the most insufferable people are watch people. So yeah,
you have hit a totally different like
Yeah,
income bracket.
it is a
You-
different income
yeah,
bracket.
yeah.
But I know a few watch people and they're insufferable. So on that stuff, it's like check out what I got. I was like, it's watch. It's like, well, it's not just anyway. It's like I got it.
it's like I want you to be impressed, but I can't be. I mean, unless you tell me that there can be things where they say, like when they say this is the one that like the diving teams wear.
Right. This is the one that Charles Lindbergh wore. It's like,
See, not
come
that.
on,
Well,
man.
This has to be some kind. There has to be some kind of like utility to it, where it's
James
like
Bond's watch.
not well because
This one's
those
got a
are.
garrote built into it.
Now I'm impressed. Now it's like, tell me more.
It's like, wait a minute. Why are you telling me that?
No, and so
We're
the
cool, man, right? Yeah.
the other thing came down to was the question. It's like, why do you always wear the same shirts?
Because I only have like 10.
Yeah. I was like, well, because they haven't disintegrated yet.
Right, yeah. So I've got one hoodie that's getting real close to giving up the ghost, man.
I have enough that when my underwear and socks run out, I probably have 2 more days of shirts.
Right. Right.
Because I'm washing everything and then
Yeah.
doing the cycle over.
Yes.
I have a little bit more than that, but that's just because I'm lazy. I don't throw stuff out.
Again, there comes a point where because it's like the structure won't hold anymore.
I did actually get new dress shirts for Christmas this year, so I
Dress shirts are
instantaneously
different, yeah.
threw out all my other ones. So I was like, these 2 are good. That's all I need.
2 dress shirts?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
I have more than that, but I don't even know if they all fit right.
I have 2.
And that was the thing. Like, I got asked. I was like, well, how many did your father? Did you learn this from him? I was like, no.
No, his closet loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
my
like,
dad's was too.
and that was the thing.
My dad's was loaded with Air Force gear though. So.
Well, that too. But I mean, the thing is like, well, how many shirts did your dad have? I'm like, 100.
Oh
They
yeah.
were just
She was like, why? It's like that doesn't seem like something your dad would do. It's like, I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I think those were all bought by the wife.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain.
He'd probably go through rotations too.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, my dad's was a combination of work shirts, Air Force shirts, and then like weird 70s dress shirts that you were never going to get rid of. So, he had some plaid, like absolute doozies. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I just joked. I was just like, so what's the difference between your fashion, your dad's fashion, and your fashion? I was like, well, my dad's t-shirts had a pocket.
Yeah, or a little alligator. So,
Because this is where the cigarettes go.
yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, he also had to go to the office where they cared.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Yeah.
Yes.
I've had jobs where I had to wear dress shirts every day, so now that I don't have.
I did
that.
too. Yeah.
Actually, I have 2 more dress shirts. Come to think of it, they're actually with my suits. So I have matched dress shirts. I have 2 suits. So, and that's all that I'll ever need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so I also still have a couple of nice dress shirts. One of them will fit me.
I was about,
See,
when's the
that's
last
why
time
I threw a bunch of mine out, man.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know what happened, but my neck got fatter and my arms got shorter. So,
My neck is thicker.
so
So if I try and button the top and I strangle myself, yeah.
Dude, okay, so when I go, all right, this is again, it's radio, not television. So I can tell you when I've gone into the shops, and you can see this thing that my head sits on, right? And they go in there and they measure it and they say like, oh, this is like a 17 and a half. So if you buy the shirt, the dress shirt with just the neck size,
oh my god, it's a fucking balloon.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have this like
You got to get the
parachute.
tapered ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look like a grape because
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, and if you just twist a little bit, it pulls all out, and you get this fucking balloon. Because it looks like a colostomy.
it's so embarrassing, man.
No, I learned that a couple of years ago, man. It's like you know, because I used to always get like regular fit shirts because I didn't like tight fit shirts.
Yeah.
So, but you got to get the tapered ones if you got a bigger neck. And so, like, I don't have a 17 and a half, but I think I have a 16 and 5/8. So, you know, which is pretty, you know, like not bad, you know.
Well, it's not.
But
What I want is like a 14 or something like that.
you
Would be
can't
sweet.
though, man.
No,
It's
that
like
just-
you know, you can't even get it over your shoulders at that point in time.
no.
Yeah. So, you know, but like I learned that because like I bought a couple of shirts and they were I think they were 16 and a halves, and I was getting that exact same thing where it was like wearing a parachute. So
It's just embarrassing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then I mean you are supposed to take that over to the dude over at Dillard's and say like,
you
hey,
can take them in.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, some of them they can, some of them they can't. The trick is that well, I don't wear dress pants anymore, but like the 2 pairs that I do have that go with my suits, they have like elastic strips on the inside of them that are like
Yeah.
sticky.
Yeah.
So they'll just hold your shirt in. It's really nice. So yeah, it's really cool.
The tech has actually come a long way.
Yeah,
I haven't bought anything in a decade, so
I bought those like
Why?
4 years ago, and then they still fit me just fine. So
not since I was trying to be a salesman.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
look good at that, though.
Been a long
Yeah.
time.
Dude. I should pitch all that shit because none of it fits, and even
yeah, you got to
There's
get
no
rid of it.
changing your shape to make it fit. You're changed appropriately now.
You gotta just go get some tailored shit. It's not that expensive.
no. Well, that's the thing is I don't go to the office now, so there's no reason
No, that's true.
for me to do that. But
You'd have to wait
eventually,
for an
you know,
excuse. Yeah.
like eventually, like your kids are gonna get married, and I will like.
Yeah, I think you can wait a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
It's just William's brain reset right there.
Like,
You know?
that's gonna be a while. It better be a while.
Or something. Maybe they go through some kind of like heavy Catholic streak, and they want to do communion and stuff like that. And you know,
You join the tribe.
his kids.
Get back into it. You know?
Yeah, if you're waiting for my kids for that opportunity, you got a ways to go.
I think you'd have a better chance of getting married first.
That could be. Never know with that one.
I think my brother's having his ceremony this summer.
I thought he already got married.
He did. He totally did. We haven't had the party yet. Been married for like a year and a half.
Oh,
So yeah.
Mm.
I think has it been about a year and a half. Yeah.
that's wild.
It is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Was he like, dude? This is how we started. Is like, it sucks being sick when you're old. It's like, I slept for like 16 hours.
Yeah.
You
Damn,
know?
you're getting close to 50.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to 50. I'm going to be great at 50. If I could just fucking make it.
Not a single person at this table looks All right, all right. I'm gonna.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've had so many injuries in the last 2 fucking years. I'm a little gun shy.
You know, that's true. Okay, so you fucked up your arm pretty badly.
Yeah.
That's. I don't know how to help you on that one because there's a certain amount of like, if you were in better shape, you wouldn't have gotten those injuries.
I don't know, man. I think I blame the beer. So.
Right.
Yeah.
That's part and parcel.
Yeah, yeah.
So, gotcha.
I'll still run and sprint through the streets playing tag with
I
the
can't
kids.
do that anymore.
I mean, I die.
It's not the same as the kids doing it, but yeah, there's like if you put in the maintenance, you can still do stuff.
Yeah, I still do stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely sucking wind when I try and go full tilt.
Full tilt's a different story, man. That's
It is short bursts of full tilt.
like I can remember like doing full tilt blasts, and it was nice.
No, I hate that.
No, it was cool because like especially at the end of the session here when I used to come back up this street, right? And you would turn that corner and it's that part of the street to my house. And it's that you finish that and it's over, right? And you just take the full sprint, you get to that ugly brick mailbox, and you're done. Right? And I think that era of me died when Amazon destroyed my mailbox.
The one that was held together with baling wire.
Did anybody
Before they hit it?
Mache.
we
Yeah.
don't have to talk about that.
Yeah,
Like, This
okay.
is kind of embarrassing. But yeah, there was something cool about that, and then being. But then again, like as soon as I was done, I was like, I'd smoke before and I'd smoke afterwards.
You're like old school baseball players when they're going up salads.
You're not
Jeff
joking.
can outrun all of them. So,
You're not wrong, man. There was.
When you get the sideways look, and you're like, "What? What do you? What? Why?"
Dude, at that time, like when I'd put in enough time, yeah, it wouldn't have bothered me to smoke while I was running, right? I get it. Like it's a different story. It's just I know, but that's just something that I was 10 years younger at the time, and just 10 years. But none of you guys look like you're close to 50.
When my hair gets longer on the sides, it gets gray.
Yeah, but that's the thing is if you guys like brushed a little bit of just for men in your beards, I wouldn't notice at all.
I refuse.
Oh, sure.
I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying that if you did, you guys could
No, the
pass.
guys from work never believed my age.
Yeah,
So
like without just the little bits of like, because you guys both have like super young faces, and I mean that's the thing is with you guys do not, Patrick. You do not have the.
I've seen 48-year-old people who look like they're 70.
Yes.
So
None of us have hard lines in our faces. We were smart enough. Like, if you've met a Californian at this age that has just been in the sun,
dude, I know girls my age who never use suntan lotion and they look terrible.
they look like
So,
footballs.
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
imagine if I shaved too.
You guys,
Go right back.
okay.
I would
this
look
is-
10 years younger if I shaved my beard.
I hate you guys for this because this is the thing. It's not just the beard. It's that you guys have had them for so long that I can't remember what you look like until I think of you at like 14,
Yeah. me
and that
neither.
is not the same person.
So I think I shaved my beard, my goatee once, like the first year I was married, and my wife said, grow it back. That's been
think so,
25 years.
I shaved once on the rig because they said that the health inspectors were coming out and that everybody's face needed to be clean shaven for the breathing mask. to be able
Oh
to
my
go on
God. I
film.
bet you there was a riot that was about ready to break out.
And then they didn't show up.
Oh, then a
I
riot
had
did
already-
break out.
I already
Yeah.
shaved. It's like it's fun. I like it better.
I was on a rig where everybody had to be clean shaven every day.
Oh, okay, that was just a rule.
I mean, it was a problem for me, but I was already taking the hand. I would do that on the way back from the casino. I had problems. I don't gamble no more, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are not. You do not look 50. Not even close.
I don't feel 50 either, so I'm pretty good.
I do.
You got Patrick. You have leaned into some of the 50 kind of stuff.
I'm totally there.
There's a
I'm
part.
ready for it.
Yeah, you have like clothes.
Wait till I
out
buy
your
my
mind.
next car. You'll see.
What's a 50-year-old drive?
I don't know. I'm going to find out though.
That kind of breaks one of two ways. Is you either
He's past midlife crisis.
well, no, you
I don't think I ever had a midlife crisis.
we had our midlife crisis at like
30.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess when I had my Camaro, that's probably my midlife crisis.
Yeah.
A Camaro?
The spaceship Camaro,
Yeah.
not the cool-looking actual good Camaro.
I thought your Camaro looked cool.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Was it a blue?
Blue,
Purple.
purplish.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was dope looking.
It was all right. Definitely not good to have in Colorado.
Real drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely not.
Definitely not good. See, I was thinking about that, taking my wife to one of those auctions, getting her a car.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. So
Well, she wants a Trans Am or something, right?
I don't remember if she wanted Trans Am or
A Firebird.
Firebird. She would definitely like a Firebird.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much I could get one of those for. So
Mm,
Wouldn't be crazy.
I don't think so. Probably like maybe 30. So fully restored.
my understanding is that
Yeah.
new cars have gone up in price, but
Classic cars are going down in
coming
price.
down in
yeah,
price,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So because they're missing all these features. People are like, I can't hook up my Bluetooth to it. You know? So-
look, I'd be one of those people too.
Well, you can just get a new radio. Come on, man.
Well, I mean that's the point though. Is like if you're gonna buy a classic car and you want it to have all the classic parts in it, that's the part of it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That also means that you are rolling down the.
You're never thinking tracking.
Because I'm like,
yeah.
did you think I'm like, I'm not a fucking caveman. I'm not gonna. I've lived too long to go back to.
What is this, Dark Ages?
Get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah. So if you buy one of these things, I'd be wanting to get the modern amenities in it. You
Have a
know,
car without a backup camera.
well, I do, but
I do.
Oh, I can't imagine that anymore.
Actually, that car does have backup camera. It's just so filthy. It doesn't
Go out with
bother
my
me.
finger and
Ew.
oh my god. Yeah, that'd be me. Is if I bought that thing, I'd be there at like Best Buy the next day. Like, okay, take this old piece of shit out of here and try to find a way to like kind of do your thing. Like, you know, I don't need. There are some people that need like the big screens and all that other stuff. It's like, no, I want the
The big screens?
yeah the big.
they have big old screens in cars now.
I've seen that in Teslas. So, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Where it's even bigger than the whole center
It kind of is the center
dash.
console.
Like,
Yeah.
it goes up and then it like tees out.
Yeah.
just for how big the screen.
I've seen a couple of those. I rode in one not too long ago. It's kind of nice.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're fine.
No, it's just I'd want the like the setup you got there. Where it's like the small camera and you know that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd want a dash cam in my next car. I've seen too much shit on like the TikToks. So
You mean like scams?
yeah, like scams and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, I finally I went through like 2 solid weeks of God, what are this is like Midwest Police or something like that. It's the of basically people being pulled over, being unruly, not being friendly with the police, eventually getting tased, and
That's my favorite thing.
because I just have to sit there and wait until they say them all. It's like, I didn't do anything. Why am I being arrested? What am I being arrested for?
I need to talk to your supervisor.
I need to talk to your supervisor. Yeah, like it's a fucking Wendy's. And
You gotta think about that, man. I mean, if you're getting pulled over by the county sheriff, your supervisor is probably fucking 80 miles away, you know? Probably doing some other shit at that point in time.
and these guys are never like, they're never saying it's like, that's not going to happen.
No, they're like, okay. Yeah.
He'll be on his way.
They just wait,
Yeah.
you know? So, meanwhile, like, the cartel is driving by.
Just shouting shit out the window. It's like,
Hey, thanks, man.
what's up, Bendeos? All right, man.
No, I like some of that police stuff, man. I've been looking at some more of that lately. But I hadn't seen any like pullover ones.
Well,
There's been like cops actually breakdancing in like, you know, bad neighborhoods and stuff.
oh, you
fucking cool, man.
Did you see it? Okay,
Yeah.
no, this is just it's just shoplifters. This is just trashy human beings
Yeah.
being trashy. It does something to your brain. I burn myself out on it. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I find like the shoplifting videos where, you know, like you have this guy who won't let go of, like there was this one the other day where this guy, like this lady was trying to steal a bag, and he's like, "See, just stop touching me." He's like, "I'm not touching you. I'm holding the bag." So, and he just held on to this handbag, and she's like, "Let go, let go, let go," and he's like, obviously not even moving, kind of thing. So, stop touching me. He's like, "I'm not touching you. I'm touching the bag." So it was like great, yeah. But then, you know, like you scroll through a few of those that are kind of harmless. The next one, you see a guy get stabbed in the eyeball. You know, it's like, thanks, Telegram.
This is the stuff like I could be watching something useful, but
Right.
I pass over it.
I can't do it.
Like
yeah.
I was all settled in. I was like, you know what? It's like, boss is in Europe right now. I should sit down and watch The Penguin, like what was telling me about. It's like I just sign up for like the free month. Go watch this shit. I watched cop videos.
That's so good.
Actually, that's not true. I watched cop videos and my little surprise hit show of last season finally came back. Solo Leveling.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but
I got a little notification that said that this is back on. I stopped what I was doing then and there, because Crunchyroll sent me a notification that says this is back on.
are they releasing just one episode at a time?
Yes.
Or, yeah. So it's gonna be a while.
So yeah, I was like in the middle of something. I was like, quit the game or whatever. It's like, all right, it's like a show I did not expect to like, didn't care about. Took like an episode. I'm like, this is a little bit weird. 2 episodes in, I'm like, fuck, this is awesome. And then yeah, got the notification, and then that's it. But I will watch that Penguin, William. That's a promise.
Yeah, my HBO for free is getting set to run out, so I watched every DC thing that I've missed, like
What,
different animated ones. Like I
Oh.
watched Crisis on Infinite Earths and
Oh,
all these different things. The Flash, which was terrible.
was it? Oh, that's right. You told me
Yeah.
all that. Yeah, that's right.
So I was just like, all right, I might as well go through all the DC. Oh, I'm watching Creature Commandos. It's actually pretty good.
You're watching that piece of shit.
I think it's pretty good.
Huh.
You've heard bad things.
Yeah, when you make the actual bad dudes MAGA guys.
What?
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
What?
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea.
forget. Well, this is. I saw the stuff on it. It's all right, but
Okay.
Bad guys or MAGA guys?
yeah, like with red shirts and hats and stuff like that.
There's one episode where they're Nazis, but I didn't think they were
Like actual Nazis.
Yeah, and the guy called GI Robot kills them all because his whole mission is just to kill Nazis.
Right.
So it's like monocle Nazis. Yeah.
Well, the guy bought him because he was deactivated and all this kind of stuff. He brought him back up and all this, and he took him he was friends with the robot and all this thing, and he took him to his friends, and the whole thing this robot is programmed to do is kill Nazis. He's been waiting and waiting and
And
waiting.
his friends happen to be Nazis.
Yeah,
Oh, oops.
and he slaughtered them all.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Why is your robot looking at me like that?
so if that's what they're talking about, then, dude, I did not correlate it to MAGA at all.
James Gunn is a turd. All right, I got no love for that guy whatsoever.
What's the big movie that he's doing
Guardians
next
of
year?
the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, he's doing Superman, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tired of his shit. Fucking asshole. I want nothing to do with that guy.
Highly entertaining.
Fucking pedophile. Fuck him.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay. Well, I won't recommend.
How was Blue Beetle?
Did not even
Okay.
care to check that one out.
All right.
I didn't know him as a character, and I didn't care to know him as a character anyway, so.
Well, they didn't use the one that everybody likes, the guy that I like, Ted Cord, the white guy. And they sent in Jamie Reyes, some fucking loser. So anyway, that's fine. You know where I stand on these things. So yes, when I see stupid shit like this, it pisses me off.
I think you saw something that took a bad spin on it. 'Cause I did not get MAGA stuff at all out of it.
All right, fine. That's fine. I didn't watch it. I don't
But
watch
I'm
it.
also not looking for these things. It has to.
I don't look for them. They
slap me.
find me.
You've directed the world to point these things at you. Your Twitter feed is built to find these things and say you should be outraged at this. And then without watching it, you go, yes, I am outraged at this.
That's how he makes money.
That's not wrong.
Not wrong.
Well, it's free. It's fine.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It'll
Free
give
for
me-
now.
Yes, it will
Yeah.
be stopping here before the end of January.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, no worries. Yeah. So, just who's Denver playing in the
The Bills.
Oh no.
I like the Bills. If they would have played anyone else, I would have totally gone all in for cheering for the Broncos. But I think the Bills have the best chance of making sure the Chiefs don't go.
right?
So, and that
Right.
is primary directive.
That's fair.
Although, if the Broncos do beat the Bills, then they would be playing the Chiefs. And I think the Broncos could beat the Chiefs.
They might.
Should
Yeah.
have beaten them at least once this season.
Well, they did beat them once this season.
Although twice, I mean.
Yes,
Right. They should have beat them twice.
So, and that was at Kansas City that they played
Yeah.
them that well. So, I'm fine. Let's go. It's on.
All right, cool.
The
Well, good luck to them. Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs. Back, baby.
All right, playoffs. Here we go.
There you go.
I'm Pat.
I will.
Jeffrey.
Hitting the button.
There you go.